Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today, I'm talking about Penny Dreadful, episode number 4, A Blade of Grass. And this episode here was different than most episodes because it wasn't focused on a lot of different characters. It only focused on 3. Mostly 2, but 3. And that's Vanessa Ives, John Clare, and Dr. Seward. Now, Dr. Seward is talking to Vanessa Ives. She's putting her under hypnosis so she can remember what happened to her in the right room when she was in the pretty much the crazy house. Yeah. And what happened to her while she was there, and how she met Lucifer and Dracula for the first time. And she also meets John Clare before he dies, because he was the orderly helping her out, giving her food, and cleaning up after her while she was in the right room. And that's pretty much it. That's it. These only people as on this episode here. The only people they focus on. They mostly focus on the relationship between Vanessa Ives and John Clare. This setup here was like a play, because it was all in one scene, and it only had a small number of actors involved, and it was just focused on this one particular moment in time in Vanessa Ives' life. And I had to say, it was done so beautifully that it made me love this show even more. It wasn't even a whole lot of people in it. It wasn't no action really. It was just them talking and discussing to themselves, and you've seen everything that you wanted to see. You see the relationship between Vanessa Ives and John Clare. John Clare, he's playing the orderly here, and at first he's trying to keep it professional, trying to keep it patient, and he works there. That's all he's trying to do. But through time and through the meetings and the encounters they have between one another, you can tell that he's actually starting to care for her, and he wants to see her get better. And you can see her struggling or trying to not wanting to reform and trying to be like everybody else and trying to still keep her individuality and tell the truth and be true to herself. But also she wants to get better at the same time because she wants to be free of this place and not go through the tortures that she is going through. Because at first, John Clare is not seeing it as torture. He's seeing it as the doctor is trying to help her get better. But when the more he finds out more about what's going on and the procedures that they're going to put her through, he feels scared for her, and he realizing that this is torture. And the struggle that he having is this the job for me? Is it me willing to watch this person who I care about go through all of this worth me taking care of my family for? Am I sacrificing her for the sake of my family? And the struggles he's going through that in this episode here was just like, oh. And then the creepy element involved in it, revealing Lucifer and Dracula, how they're confessing her love for her and trying to win her over to their side. And how they handle rejection. And I gotta say, not well. Not well at all. You think beings who are immortal, who have all this power, would handle rejection a lot better. Okay, there's only one girl. There's plenty of women out there. Okay? Yes, I know Vanessa's special and she has a lot of gifts. But wow, man. That sure did turn. They act like one of those guys who try to pick up a girl in the street, and then the girl says no, and then after that they call her a hoe. Like, what? Like, you wanted to be with her. You talking about how you think she's all beautiful and you think she's amazing, and then she says no to you. Now she's trash. Really? That's the way they be acted. The acting performances in this episode right here was amazing, and I had to give it up to Rory Kinnear, who played John Clare, because he played 3 parts. He played John Clare, the orderly. He also played Lucifer, and he played Dracula. And the way he was able to go back and forth, because there was a scene where both Dracula and Lucifer were in the scene together, talking to one another, and he playing both parts. Because you don't actually see Dracula and Lucifer, you just see their influence working through this man. And the way he's doing both parts, talking to one another, he actually changed his mannerisms, he changed his tone of his voice, he changed how he delivered his lines, he changed how his confidence level and how he was amazing to look at. And also very, very creepy. And like I said, it wasn't a lot of actors in this episode right here. Just 3 people, mostly focused on 2. as Eva Green and Rory Kinnear, and their performances in this thing was so, oh my gosh, mind-blowing good. I mean, just watching them talk to one another, interact with one another, the emotions that was going involved, watching Vanessa Ives going from like not trusting him to actually start to turn around to actually start to trust him, and she started to become attached to him, and maybe even a little bit falling in love with him at the same time. Watching her struggling with her sanity and with her faith and what she believes in, and like, oh my gosh, it was just done so well. Oh, and then you also see, even though you don't see Dr. Seward played by Patti Lupone that much in this episode here, the part that she does play, watching her trying to connect with Vanessa, trying to do and her feelings to her as well, and all that stuff like that going on, because she's trying to be her psychiatrist, and you can tell she cares about her too, and she's starting to believe her what she's saying, because this Vanessa is the only patient she never experienced before, and she's taking her on a journey and helping her understand things she never thought was possible, open up her mind and her eyes to new things. Like I said, this episode was done so well, so good. Only done in one room. All of it was done in one room with just two actors interacting with one another, and it gave you so much. Mind blowing. Holy crap. If you're not watching Penny Dreadful, watch Penny Dreadful. And if you are watching Penny Dreadful and you saw this episode right here, leave your comments down below and let me know what you thought about it. I thought it was amazing. It was creepy. It was touching and moving watching Vanessa and John Clare get closer together. It was also sad at the same time too, because she experienced loss for a friend when John Clare decided to stop working there, but also her ability to still be true to herself at the same time while she's going through all the suffering that she's going through. Oh my gosh. Eva Green, Rory Kinnear, Patti Lupone, amazing actors. Amazing. And they brought their A game in this episode right here, and I enjoy every minute of it. Again, if you're not watching Penny Dreadful, please watch the show. Let's watch the show. Let's watch the show. Hopefully you will enjoy this as much as I do. Well, that's all I gotta say about that. So give my channel a big old like and thumbs up. Boom. And subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams and in real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.